this is the old one. This is the new one, PVC hose. We're gonna put that on as we connect back up the fuel tank. I'm not gonna put any fuel in the fuel tank right now, but I need to get it all buttoned up so that way I can put on this rear sort of trunk area firewall, MDF board, whatever you want to call it. So I've got to get all this stuff on, and then I've also got to put on new fuel line. So I got new fuel line. Let's do it. Whoa, rewind that. That looks a little bit like Lady and the Tramp. Sorry, this might not be easy to see. Let me zoom in. I am adding the fuel line on, and I have to remove the remnants of the old line. Once I get that done, I cut it into the proper length with a razor blade and then slip it on to the hard line. Well, I can't say that I'm surprised, but this broke, so now I gotta see if I can find a replacement. Well, that's fine though. I can still continue moving on with the car. So if you watched my previous video, you saw that I already cleaned up the carpet, and so I am now laying it out in the front of the car, just down into the driver and passenger's footwell, just to see how well it fits. It fits pretty fine. I'm going to have to make a little cut in order to, I've already actually made the little cut in order to move the shifter back whenever I swapped in the transmission a couple years ago. Once I got that done, I went ahead and reinstalled the MDF board. This is one of these times where it actually sort of gets real frustrating being so long into a project. I could not find the proper screws for the longest time, so I spent a lot of time looking around for those screws before I finally found the right ones and was able to put the piece back in on the rear firewall. I also had more difficulty here than I thought I was going to. I used my leather and vinyl cleaner to go ahead and clean up the rear seat. Once I got that wiped down, I went ahead and put the rear seat back on, and then you see on the trash can right there is my rear seat, and I'll go ahead and clean that up before I put that back on as well. There are actually vinyl pieces that go on the interior inner sill. I haven't put those on, and I actually won't put those on probably for quite a while. But once I get the carpet in place, it allows me to go ahead and start getting the seat brackets in place, so that way I can get the interior of the car put back together. It took quite a bit of messing around to sort of figure out the size of bolts and everything that I wanted. I decided on a it's like circular cap, like hex head bolt that looked pretty nice going into the seats. So that's what I used. I've got some nice M10 pitch 150 hex cap bolts that I'm going to use to mount the seats in. So that's what we'll do. Along with that, I also have some flange nuts that'll go on it. So I'm just going to slide it in. So then we're going to go lock washer, flange nut, and done and done. And obviously I will go ahead and tighten these down. Definitely a shorter episode this week. Hope you all are having a good time, and join me next time when I tackle the rust on the rear trunk. So that's the last little bit of rust sort of that I'm going to be working on, hopefully, at least for the time being, before the car goes fully back together and I get to drive it again. But thanks for watching, and have a great day.